Fraser, what sparked that comeback in the third?
I think we were playing hard the whole game, and they scored their goals kind of the same way, just playing hard, getting it from the point to the net, and getting some bounces and finishing, and that just came for us there in the third.
Have you ever been part of a shootout that long?
Well, how many rounds was that?
It was 12.
I don't think so. I think that's the longest. That was really long.
Do you like shooting in shootouts?
Yeah, it's fun.
What were you seeing on your shot? Obviously, Subban was pretty hard to beat.
Yeah, I've seen Austin do that move a few times, and he comes down with a lot of speed down that side, and then goalies are kind of drifting back. It's hard for them to push laterally. They open up, so just try to slip it through.
How about Hildeby keeping you in that shootout for so long?
Yeah, unreal. He did more than enough to give us a chance to win there.
What did you see on your first goal? Or, the goal in regulation by you?
Yeah, like I said, that's how they were scoring, and that's what we knew we needed to do. They played tight and give us some room up top. So win your box out, try to get some space in front, and find those tips, those rebounds, and put it in.
What have you learned about Nikita Gorbenkin over the last few games that you've played with him?
He's really good. He's really good when he has the puck, and he's competitive. He's always wanting to make stuff happen and hold himself to a high standard. So he's really fun to play with.
Overall, how have you felt in your first few games as an AHLer here?
Good. It's been fun, just kind of progressing with each game, like health-wise and confidence-wise, and it's been really fun.
Health-wise, how would you describe the feeling game to game on the ankle?
Good. It's there's no problem. It's all good.
I know it's just early, relatively, with 4 games, Fraser, with the adjustment to this minor pro now and that sort of thing from junior.
How was the adjustment?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. It's another level of strength for sure, and a lot more consistency with all 4 lines. Every one you're out against, there's they know how to play. They're going to be strong, fast, physical. Whereas in junior, kind of you got the younger lines and the bottom 6 that you can kind of just manhandle. That doesn't happen out here, and so just the depth that every line has, and everyone can play.
Can you fall back on the experience last year at the Leafs to help you here now, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I've already played as many games here as there, so yeah, it helps.
How much fun are you having? You waited a long time to get back into game action.
A lot of fun, yeah. It's fun to be part of the team and playing hockey. It's what I love doing, so it's been great.
Are you able to put aside any frustration or whatever you call it from what happened in Montreal in September and the delay to start of your season?
Yeah, I think the frustration was gone after an hour. You can't do anything about it, so.
What's a 12-round shootout like for a goalie?
It's fun, honestly. Battle with Subban on the other end there. Fortunately, he won that fight, so yeah, I had some fun for sure.
How do you approach those shootout moves?
Just one at a time, we as goalies always have the upper hand in those kind of shootouts for a couple of reasons, but one pretty huge one is the ice is not the best, so these things can happen, you just want to take one at a time and try and get the win, but unfortunately couldn't do it today.
How were you feeling when it was that third period and slowly but surely the team was chipping away there?
Positive. I mean, we started, we had a crossbar first minute, I think, so I think the boys came out with a lot of energy and believed in it, and they did a good job coming back for sure.
Which one would you rather do, the shootout that goes 12 rounds or back at the All-Star game where you have 3 guys shooting pucks at you simultaneously?
Well, I think the shootout's probably best option. Definitely not the 3-0 we did there, too. That was even worse. But yeah, no, stick with the shootout.
What inspired your mask? Hockey Fights Cancer Month. It's a pretty cool look.
Yeah, I love it. Honestly, I just gave the mission to Kate behind there, and she figured it out and made an awesome mask with.
Campfire Circle?
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a great job. I'm just happy to be able to help with what I can, showing it off, I guess. So yeah.
What stands out to you about Minten?
Great player, great guy. He's proved it a lot of times. I'm not best hockey scout when it comes to forwards, but he looks pretty good to me when it comes to scoring and creating chances. So yeah, I like what I've seen so far.
Your NHL games have been on the road. What's it mean to play in this building?
It's fun. Had a couple of games last year too. It's always fun to get a feel for it. You know, kind of pretend you're with the Leafs a little bit. But no, it's fun. I like it. It's a great atmosphere too. So.
How did you feel first game in a while?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, first game in a while. I'm trying to get my feet under me there and get the timing back. But you know, as the game went on, I think I felt a little bit more comfortable, and it was good to get some touches in and get my feet moving a little bit.
Are you next up in the shootout?
I think that's the closest I've ever been to going. Like I don't even know what I would have tried to do honestly, but yeah, I was thinking about it there for sure.
Yeah, even when you're fooling around in practice, do you have a move that you could go to?
I mean, yeah, I think I shoot enough on Stoley and Waller when they're not playing, so you can ask them.
Well, Minten gets the shootout goal. Like, what stands out to you about him?
Yeah, he's pretty silky, honestly. He's obviously a really talented player, a lot of skill, and really young. Lots of speed out there, and I feel like he's pretty mature for his age, and he's got a lot of poise out there, and obviously a really big part of the organization, and he's got a bright future.
How have you handled the last 5 or 6 weeks? It's just the one game, the Leafs, and now this one today, and kind of biding your time a bit, if you will.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's just being in this position takes a little bit of maturity, and over the years, I've been around just staying positive and kind of hyping the boys up and working my bag off in practice, and I think that's all you can do, and kind of practicing like you play, having that mentality. So it's been a grind, but I've been positive and been working hard. So it was good to get some touches in and get my game going a little bit, and they just told me to come down here, play some games, so I'll be more ready when I do get in. So it was good to get in. For
How
sure.
did you find it when you were in that for that one game in Boston?
Yeah, I thought it went okay. It went pretty well for the most part, and I hadn't played in like 3 weeks, but it was good to get a game in, honestly, and I was happy to be out there. So it's an honor to wear the Maple Leafs. So I think you just got to be ready whenever your name gets called, and yeah.
You come into this game and, you play with this Marlies team that just shows time and time again that they can come back and they're never out of it. What's been your impression of this group?
Yeah, obviously it shows a lot of character. We're down 3-0 going into the third, and we tie it up. And, we had a lot of chances to win the game. Yeah, a lot of character, a lot of fight in that room. And, I think if we play like we did in the third for the full 60 minutes, it's a different story. But, yeah, a lot of character, great group of guys, and, no bad things to say about the group.
John, what did you like about the way you guys chipped away in the third there to make it, come away with a point?
Well, I mean, that's kind of been the story of our team. The one good quality that our team has is that they don't quit. And we just started being simpler and more direct, getting pucks to the net. I know it's cliche, but it's the truth. And getting pucks through, which helps, and then just winning your battles. And we got a little momentum, and I really liked our third period.
Have you ever been a part of a shootout that went that long, 12 rounds? I
don't think so. No, it would have been nice to win that. For Dennis made some big saves there, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Those are skills competitions. So again, really liked the way we competed in the last 20 minutes. Never quit. Yeah.
As you get deep into that shootout, is it just gut decisions? I don't know how deep your list is in terms of shootout length.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about putting Sully in there for a quick second, but our assistant coach, but couldn't do that. I know he's pretty good at those, but it's a tough position for some guys, especially if they didn't play much in the overtime. When you go that deep, you're sitting there for that long, and it's not an easy spot to be in, but they all want to do it. So, the good thing is they got some experience. It just would have been nice to see one go in.
What has stood out about Minten since he's been back?
Well, I just think his intelligence, his ability to play in all zones, just his knowledge of the game. He's played, in the World Championships, and then for the World Juniors, And, you know, he just knows how to play the game the right way. He's a captain in the team he came from. I know he's only 20, but he does a lot of good things. He stops on pucks. His details is extremely good. He's got a good stick. So he's got, you know, he's just going to continue to get better.
What do you like about the Gulbenkian, Minten, Nylander line?
Well, it's got a little bit of everything, you know, especially, you know, Gulbenkian cleans sometimes is always the defensive posture, but he also will score some goals. He's good for those two guys. He reads off of them extremely well, and I think anytime you get guys that all can, you know, think at a high level, you know, you can usually get some pretty good offensive production from those guys, but they seem like they're just growing in their chemistry together, and still room to get better, but, you know, I think they all like playing with one another, which is always important when you're on a line.
How's Hildeby been since he's gotten back from his look with the Leafs?
I think he's been good. It's you know, sometimes it's hard, you know, for all three goalies to get in their momentum, but he's looked extremely well. He battles, he prepares, never worried when he's in that. So you know, he gave us a chance to win.
What did Myers give you today?
He gave us some stability as far as, you know, understanding. Like, he pretty hard to play against, physical. I thought his timing got better as the game went on. I thought he got better as it did. That was a big reason why we came back and tied that game. But he's a big, strong guy, familiar with his game, and it was good to see. I think he said he felt better as the game went on as well.